Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so there was like a point that was made earlier that that upper class men, or men of that percentage, they're not going to look for women that have their own money, or apparently that's like a dominating, like, or masculine thing basically. And I don't think that should be necessarily seen as masculine. She can be helping you build your empire. It's not exactly something that would be masculine. It's not something that's her being domineering. A man should not be looking at that as a competition. Why do you see your woman doing good as a competition? No, you should be supportive of her, and she should be supportive of you. It should be both ways.
Okay. So it's not that men hate these women or anything like that, but what women like to do that are successful typically is lead with their success. And simply put, a successful woman that earns a lot of money is not the same as a successful man that earns a lot of money. A man that is successful, earns a lot of money, is extremely attractive to the opposite gender. A woman that earns a lot of money and is successful, well, if she's ugly, it's irrelevant. But an ugly man can become handsome if he has money and status. An ugly woman with status and money is not necessarily attractive to men.
Well, he's not handsome. He just got money.
Can I please
I'm
finish?
sorry.
So that's what I'm trying to say, is that a female success is not the same as a woman's success. So it's great for a woman to be successful. That's great for her, but it does not make her sexier is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So then men, like, you guys prefer bums. You guys prefer bum bitches.
It's not that.
Low self-esteem bum bitches.
No,
Let 'em fuck.
No,
like,
it's not that. It's that men do not look for a woman's ability to provide security. They don't.
Okay, well, what about what about education?
It's fine, Chris. Just leave it up, bro.
Okay, Chris.
No.
Sound check.
You also made the point about education as well. A man
Yes,
would care about
I got that.
education.
Yeah. So
I don't
what I'm
think-
saying is that, what do women look for in men?
I mean, education, it could be one thing as well.
Dick.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah, that's also one thing. But also ambition.
I'll boil it down for you. All these things that you've said, ambition, security, money, whatever it is, it all boils down to security. A woman wants to be able to be with a man that can provide and has excess resources to take care of her and her children. If we're to boil down what women look for in men, that is the primary thing, is security. It's been that way since the beginning of time. This is why, kings and sultans and men of high status have always had a multitude of women. Why? Because very few men were able to provide this level of security.
Yeah.
To the rich goes all the spoils, right? To the winner goes all the spoils, as they would say. That's how it operates when it comes to dating and relationships with women. So the guys at the top get all the girls because women are comfortable sharing a man if he's high value enough. Look at Chris Brown. Look at rappers. Look at athletes. You can make that face, but the reality is when you go to a nightclub, where are all the women concentrated? In the VIP. When you go to a music video, why are there 100 girls there and maybe 5 guys? Why is this since the beginning of time, right? The kings and everyone else had all the women. Even though I know it doesn't sound good to say it, the reality is women look for security in men. And unfortunately, not every man can provide that level of security to women. So women have to do what? Share. Okay? So
I ain't sharing on it.
women look for security in men. Men look for beauty, youth, and fertility in women. So we're looking for different things. A man does not look for security. Can you please stop? Men don't look for security in women. A successful woman brings security, but men aren't looking for that.
I think security should be a bonus, though. A 2-income household is going to be better than a 1-income household.
Sure.
Something can happen to you, and then you have your woman to help back you up.
Sure.
Okay, you don't want just a woman that just sits there and be pretty. I'm sorry, but that is not enough to make you a good woman. That is never going to be enough.
Okay.
You have to have a brain behind that. Behind everything that's going on that's really pretty, at least have some thought process. Some thought process that's going on. Maybe you didn't have to go to college. Maybe college was not. Maybe college was not your own specific vocation, but shit, at least educate yourself on something. Don't just be, being a bad bitch. It just isn't enough sometimes. Or honestly, I think being educated does entail in being a bad bitch.
Well, when you asked the question, remember, you prefaced it with successful, higher earning men, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if a man earns a lot of money, why would he care how much money his girl makes?
It's just it's a help. It's a help just in case anything happens.
He doesn't care. That's what you don't understand, is that when a man makes a certain amount of money, the more money a man makes, the less he cares about his woman's ability to make money.
So what you're saying to me is a good man is gonna want a woman that just completely has no interest in doing anything with her own life.
I
only
never
trusting in a
said
man.
that. You're not. You're kind of hearing what you want to hear, and you're not accepting the reality of what I'm telling you. I'm saying as a man earns more money, his propensity to care about a woman that earns money goes down with it.
Okay.
If I've worked really hard and I'm a boss and I've built an empire, I'm not necessarily concerned with building an empire with someone else when I already have mine. The woman can move in. I've already built the castle. She can come in and decorate it and put drapes and stuff like that. But the reality is I've already built the castle. Men do not look at security like women do. And I need you for 2 seconds to step out of thinking like a woman and think like a man. We're very different in how we operate. It's just that women have the privilege and the benefit to not have to care about what it's like to be a man because the men come to you. But men, however, have to know how women think to get women. Because if you're a lion and you want to hunt, you have to know how your prey moves. You have to know their weak points. You have to know what they like, what they don't like, etc. So men that are good with women by default have to know what women want and what is attractive. Women, however, you guys kind of get the privilege to, I don't give a fuck. I'm a woman. He coming to me. I don't give a shit. The prey isn't concerned with the predator's struggle to understand said prey. So that's why what I'm saying to you right now sounds like Chinese and it doesn't make sense because you're looking at the world from a female lens. You're not looking at it from a male lens.
I don't agree. I think I do see what
You
you're
don't have
saying.
to agree.
No, but it's okay. Okay, yeah, maybe I don't have to agree, but I think that you're talking about a specific like sector. I don't know if sector.
But remember, that's how you preface the question.
Yeah.
You're talking about higher earning men, right?
Yeah, but
You
this
said-
is a specific sector of high earning men that have this sort of thought process.
They all think like this.
They all think
Not
that.
all.
They just won't tell you that.
They just aren't going to tell you.
All is a very.
You want to know why they're not
Where's
going
the
to tell
face
you?
off?
Look at your face right now. Look at her reactions earlier.
No, because I was talking about something else. I was thinking about something else. I'm sorry.
Okay. The reason why men don't talk like this, or why you don't think men think like this, is because it's very politically incorrect and rude. And how do I say this? The word
misogyny.
You get hit with that anytime you speak like this. So men don't speak like this and don't tell the truth because they're going to be shamed, ridiculed, or lose their job or career and or even canceled for speaking this way. Anything that criticizes women is looked at as misogyny and or fucked up and politically incorrect. So that's why you don't hear this. But this is how these guys think. This is how the upper echelon of men operate. They want a beautiful woman by their side that shuts up and doesn't embarrass them in public. That's the cold, hard truth. Men are very simple. It's been that way since the beginning of time. That's what it is. It's just that it's not put out there because you can get in a lot of trouble for speaking this way. There's a reason why we have 7,000 plus watching us live, because it's very rare for women to hear this from a guy. So when we tell them this, a lot of women give the same reaction, which I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? Like you've had, well, how old are you? You're 20?
23.
Yeah. So you've been going through your life, 23 years old. A guy's probably never been open and honest about this is what men really want from women. And unfortunately, it puts women in an unflattering light a little bit. It kind of goes back to prehistoric times. You know, it puts them in a more submissive role that women aren't necessarily appreciative of. Well, what's wrong with me having a career? What's wrong with me earning money? What's wrong with me being educated? There's nothing wrong with it. Go ahead. I actually encourage women all the time to get their degree and become successful. But I need women to understand your success does not make you sexy. A man's success makes him sexy, but your success does not make you sexy.
What make us sexy,
It's
Myron? I want to know. I want to get a man.
Man.
I want to get a man.
Yo. For
What
real.
make us sexy?
No, for real. Stop interjecting.
I want to know.
That's going to be your last warning. You're going to get an opportunity to ask your question or whatever, but this is starting to get ridiculous now.
Don't worry, you're next in.
I'm really trying to be patient with you, man. I really am.
I just want to know what make us sexy.
All right.
Well,
ease up on a Henny, all right?
I've already said it, man. I've already said it plenty of times.
Again, please. I need to know.
Well, just
stop,
wait till
man. Just stop.
Just
bro.
wait till
Just stop.
your turn, okay?
Just stop.
Right.
We're almost done.
Just stop.
We're almost done.
So
just relax.
So men aren't looking for the same things in women that women are looking for in men. That's all I'm saying.
Makes sense.
Women want money, security, confidence, ambition, etc. Men want a submissive, feminine woman that's not going to give them a headache.
Well, I'm sorry. Like what you were
Sure.
saying earlier was that yeah, men would like a woman to stay quiet and not embarrass them. I mean, equally, I don't want a man to embarrass me. I don't want to hear that, you know, the guy that I'm with is, I don't know, fucking like 3 different girls, or that he's talking shit behind my back saying like, oh yeah, this girl ain't shit, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. You know, it goes 2 ways. Embarrassment, I can embarrass my man, but my man can embarrass me. It doesn't really have anything to do with masculinity or a femininity thing. It's just decency. That's all it is. You have to respect each other.
Embarrassment for a man is going to be different than embarrassment for a woman, man. It's going to be, it's like a woman, you can say oh, I don't want to be embarrassed by my guy, but for cheating, let's say for cheating, right? If you're with a certain level of guy, you're gonna have to accept the fact that he's gonna fuck other girls. Yep.
I will say one thing about it.
That's another uncomfortable reality women don't understand.
Even if it eventually stops, it's like in the initial.
I'm sorry, but like, what is the point of me? And I'm not gonna say that this is gonna change my whole perspective on anything, but what is the point of me trying to be a good woman, trying to be subordinate to my man or anything like that, when he's just gonna go ahead and cheat on me at the end of the day? That whether I'm the main chick or the side chick, either way, a main chick, like,
are we talking about high value men? Because remember, I'm going off this high status guy that you started the question with.
Yeah, a high value man. But like, to me, that is not a high value man. I'm sorry, but like, if I'm gonna be the main chick, like, to me, that's telling me that there's a side chick. I'm just getting extra bonuses. That's it, extra benefits from it.
Okay, so
I don't want to share a man at the end of the day.
Let's do some simple numbers. Well, we already showed you here what the caliber of men these higher status men, they're rare, right?
Yeah.
But there's beautiful women everywhere.
Yeah.
So who has the leverage?
Doesn't matter. It's called
answer the question. Who has the leverage?
Please use logic.
I want you to use logic here, not your feelings. Who has the leverage? The men do. I'll answer it for you. Because supply and demand, basic economics. The more scarce something is, the more it goes up in value. Correct? So these men are rare and hard to come by. Beautiful women are not. So what happens? All the women, like I said before, as we saw earlier with Pineapple and, all your guys' standards, you guys eliminated most men in your standards. So inadvertently, what you've done is you've given leverage to these same high value men that you're going to say are cheating. So I would say men are as faithful as their options. So if a guy has the ability to cheat, he's going to do it, whether you know it or not. We tell guys on this podcast, if you're going to run around and smash other chicks, you should let your girl know. You know what I'm saying? But most guys aren't going to do that. It is what it is. So we tell girls, prepare for the rain. It's going to come. If you deal with a guy that earns a certain amount of money, has a certain level of status, he's going to fuck other girls because he can.
So what advice would you give? So a high value man, either way, 98% chance he's going to cheat, right?
Yep.
Are you telling women to go after a lower value man because he's just not going to
You have
cheat?
two options. You can either get this higher status guy and accept the fact that you're going to have to share him sexually, which isn't that big a deal. It's actually a W for you. Because remember, men and women are not the same. We can have sex and still love our girl the same. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
see? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, like, look at her face. You could be getting her face on this.
Where's the psychology behind that? Where's the facts behind that?
It's biological. How many kids can you bring to term per year?
Yeah, one.
One.
Well, it's two of his twins, but yeah.
Okay. So
the average girl.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
come on, girls.
Yeah. So you could bring one child to term per year, right? So obviously you're going to be extremely invested in the person that you have sex with, right? Because it's you're going to be pregnant for 9 months and vulnerable, right? How many kids can I bring to term per year?
As many as you can.
Exactly.
As many as you want.
Sperm is cheap, eggs are expensive. So that translates over to sex. That's why men have high libido. That's why men have more testosterone. That's why men can have sex detached. Because in the ideology of procreation, we don't have to invest much to have sex, but you guys do. So men and women don't look at sex the same. For men, it's strictly physical. For women, there's emotional ties to it. So if your man is taking care of you, protecting you, you have the last name, you have the ring, you have the children, whatever it is, and he runs out and has sex with some dumb hoe, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Because sex for men is like taking a piss. The reason why you don't understand this is because you're looking at it from a female lens. If you love a man, you would never cheat on him, correct?
100%, yeah.
Yes, because women are not capable of cheating on a man that they love. But men are capable of cheating on a woman that they love because we show loyalty differently. And that's the biggest mistake women make, is they think that loyalty between men and women is symmetrical. It's asymmetrical. A man shows you loyalty by willing to die for you, protect you, sharing his resources with you, giving children to you, and the emotional investment. A woman shows loyalty by what? Not fucking other people. We show our loyalty and love completely differently. And I need women to understand that we are different. That's the way it's been since the beginning of time. Women have accepted this since the beginning of time. That's why we have the society that we have. And things aren't going to change just because of social norms. We've been programmed like this for a millennia. We're not the same. Cheating for a man is not the same as cheating for a woman. And a man having sex with a lot of women is not the same as a woman having sex with a lot of men. Men are capable of having sex with women while being married and still loving their wife the same.
Bing bong.
But Myron, they're
Alright.
gonna bring us home
Stop.
HIV.
Next.
I was about to. Okay, so I
No,
100% agree on the biological differences and everything going on. That's 100% correct. I can't debate you on that. But it's also like we're out of the. This isn't Adam and Eve anymore. Like,
Listen,
This
it's
Chris, man.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. But yeah, like we're out of that age now. There's no need to repopulate the earth or worry about all this procreation. You guys are educated now. It's